Hey, it's Dr. A. Welcome to today's video. Today I want to share with you the #1 king exercise for healthy shoulders. And as you and I are on our health and fitness journeys and we're training, inevitably we will encounter some degree of shoulder issues. Whether it's a hurt shoulder, a shoulder that's stiff, it's painful after exercise, or just feels like we have bad postural patterns because we're sitting on computers and looking at phones all the time. It's so common. And the nice thing is when it comes to shoulder pain is the solution is almost always buried in doing the proper rehab exercises. And there's one exercise that I absolutely love that I want to share with you today that I recommend you incorporate, both to heal a shoulder that may be having some issues, but also just as a good pre-exercise warm-up routine to bulletproof your shoulders before you do any pressing or pulling motions. I'm going to show you right now and we're going to talk about why this exercise is so effective. So to do this exercise, what you're going to need is some kind of cable band. So I have a light kind of like a little stretch band right here, 2 handles on this thing. And now I'm going to step back here. And as we're doing this, I'm going to be talking to you through the mirror. So the first thing you need to do is get this, I'd say roughly around chin height, eye height around here. And this is what the motion looks like, and I want to explain it to you. The first part of the motion is scapular retraction. The next part of the motion is external rotation. Then we're going to go up, scapular elevation, and then we're going to control it on the way down. So it looks like boom, boom, up, down. Retraction, external rotation, upwards motion, control the negative on down. Now, I'm going to keep on doing some reps and I'm going to talk to you about this. The reason this is so effective is, first off, when most of us are sitting on the computer and have bad posture, or we have shoulder impingement, our shoulders get rolled forward. So the retraction helps us get those rhomboids in check, helps us activate this upper back. Now, we also have these big muscles like our pecs and our lats. These muscles are internal rotators of the shoulder. We need to train external rotation. So after we do the scapular retraction, external rotation, even just this motion sitting here is going to be so good for you. This actually helps get that infraspinatus muscle active, and it's going to set that shoulder in a good position. So after we externally rotate, we press overhead. This is activating that lower trap. And as you're doing this, you want to really press overhead, squeeze your glutes and your core, and then we slowly lower it. So boom, boom, up, slow down, boom, boom, up, slow down. So this is an amazing exercise. I recommend that you do this in anywhere of like the 10 to 15 rep range. If you have some shoulder issues right now, then I think you should be doing this roughly every single day. 3 sets maybe, and just get used to the motion. Go light and work up, because we're working on the mechanics of getting those muscles activated. If you're doing this before exercise, I'd say 1 or 2 sets is sufficient before any kind of pressing or pulling motion to warm and activate the shoulders. So I would do a dynamic warm up, get some blood flow going, and then do 1 or 2 sets of that. You can even incorporate this as part of your shoulder training. So let's say you do some shoulder working, you're doing some overhead pressing, you're doing some lateral raises, you could finish with a set or 2 of these. And over time, like all exercise, you want to go with a heavier band. Now, the one part of this motion that's going to be most challenging is once you're here, in this position, you're pressed overhead. So when you're right here, this is where you really need to focus on squeezing your core and your glutes and making sure that you don't just collapse over like this. That's a tendency. I want you to stay nice and upright and then slow and control that. So do these. Your shoulders will thank you, and then come back into the comments and say, thank me, and say, this is awesome. I would love to hear from you and hear how you incorporate this into your life. Again, all you need is a band. You can do this and it'll be really effective. So many ways to incorporate it, and it'll help your shoulders get a lot healthier. And I also suggest that you foam roll all of the areas around your shoulder. If you have shoulder pain, good chance you have some knots up here in your trap and your supraspinatus. Good chance you have tight pecs. If you're sitting a lot and you have shoulder pain, could be time to start to get up, hang from a pull-up bar, get a standing desk, start to unwind, because if these shoulders are constantly stuck in this bad pattern, we need to unwind this with the opposite motion. So that's my tip for you today. Go forth, apply this into your life. I'm really grateful you're here, my friend, and make sure to subscribe to our Fit Father Project and our Fit Mother Project YouTube channels. We have so many helpful videos here. Short stuff like this on exercise tutorials, but also motivation, supplementation, mindset, all the things you know to get strong and healthy for yourself and your family. We are the FFP and the FMP. This is what we do. This is Dr. A signing off. Blessings to you and your family. I'll see you around the channel, and I'll talk to you very soon.